Early one morning, before sunrise, a fisherman went to a river. On the bank, he felt something under his foot and found it to be a small sack of stones. He picked up the sack, putting his net aside, squatted on the bank to await the sunrise. He was waiting for the dawn to break in order to start his day's work. Lazily, he picked a stone out of the bag and threw it into the water. Then he cast another stone and then another. In the absence of anything else to do, he kept tossing the stones into the water one by one. Slowly, the sun rose and it became light. By that time, he had thrown all the stones away except one. The last stone lay in his palm. His heart almost failed him when he saw by daylight what he held in his hand. It was a gem. In the darkness, he had thrown a whole sack of them away. What had he lost unknowingly? Full of remorse, he cursed himself. He sobbed and cried, almost out of his mind with grief. He had accidentally stumbled upon enough wealth to enrich his life many times over, but unknowingly and in the darkness, he had lost it. Yet in a way he was fortunate. Still one gem was left. The light had dawned before he had thrown it away too. And that's the end of the story. You see, in life, sometimes we throw away the precious gems that we have got during the course of our life out of mere ignorance, due to our lack of awareness, since we are not consciously awake to the facts about what life truly is. We end up running after something and not knowing what matters at the end of the day. Therefore, we become emotionally blind and end up in darkness while throwing the precious gifts that life offered us. We do not know what was the treasure we had with us all along until we miss it. You see, most often we don't realize the value of something we had before it goes out of our hands. It is as if you cry out loud and suffer by thinking about the value of your eyes, what vision is all about after becoming blind. It is as if the fish realizes the importance of water after being thrown out of it. Since it was inside water right from its birth, it takes it for granted, you see. Just in the same way we take our relationships, health, wealth, joy, peace, time and energy, everything for granted. Life is short and time is fleeting. Shake yourself up and see what's around you, what gems you have got already. Recognize the value they offer to your life. Appreciate their importance. Feel them from your heart. Express your gratitude for having them in your life right at this moment. Because if you aren't, you are no different than the man who sat in the banks and had thrown the precious gems into the river.